Welcome back to Cruel Angel Gaming. So, today we're gonna go look around the junkyard and see what we can find. Might be something interesting. You know how it goes. We gotta look around, see what we can find. I figured the junkyard would be pretty much better than going to the barns and all that, because I don't really want to, use my barns just yet. I kind of want to, go around the junkyard, see what we can find. But you never know. It could be something good, could be something bad. You never know. But I'm just trying to decide what I want to even try to find. As far as going around the junkyard, what type of car do I want to find? I would like to find anything that's really good. Oh, what's this? What's this? We got one. Ooh, I mean it's heavily messed up, but we could fix it. Uh, yeah, I only want 8 for it. Let's take it out. Let's see what we got here, at least suspension wise. I mean, I know we can repair certain parts, so we should be fine. Okay, that side's not too bad. Yeah, I mean it's some of the parts. Oh, that's gonna just have to be replaced. But it's not. I think what we'll do, if we can, we're gonna throw some performance parts at this car if we buy it. I mean, there's nothing on the block. It's a plain. It's kind of like a clean slate. You can do whatever you want. But I think I'm gonna do performance. I think because I haven't done any performance like fully putting performance parts on a car yet in the game. So I figured why not. Man, I mean it's pretty bad. It doesn't do bushings, unfortunately, but the bushings are probably gonna be all like not good, or are gonna be probably screwed up and beat up, and however you want to describe that. But those are pretty bad shape. I mean, we're missing parts off the suspension, which is fine. So I'm missing a wheel too, but from the looks of it, which is fine. Yeah, I mean at that, I mean I could still turn somewhat of a profit. Yeah, we're gonna buy it. Alright, now we're back at the garage with it. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of want to see what type of motor it has, and then we'll see what other options we can put. Maybe we'll do an engine swap in this, who knows. But I might as well move it inside while I'm thinking about it. There we go. Because you never know what I'm going to need off of it, so just put it on the lift. Alright. Yep, create new engine. Looking for Pacific motor in mind. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go with either one, because either one are the same. They take the same engine block, from what I remember. And, considering that they use the same engine block, I do believe, let me check. What's the engine block? Yep, they take the same engine block. That's the same block that's in the car. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take the one out of the car, repair it, and use that. That sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a plan to me. Yeah, that's the same block. Lift it up. Get the transmission off. Get the drive shafts off. Start it all up. Basically, just take all that stuff off, and then we'll do what we have to do to get the rest of it. Make sure there ain't no, caps or anything. Yep, drive shaft. It's gonna be It's kind of a wonky view, but there's not much I can do about it. So yeah, it's working on the back. Let's be working on the front ones now. Alright, there we go. Last bolt. Alright, let's pull this gearbox out. There it goes. Yeah, we gotta remove all this so that I can pull just the engine block. But that's gonna be a heck of a build though. There we go. And then once this gets out of the way, then we'll be pretty much get going on just the motor portion of the day, and then I'm gonna have to split up in 2 parts, but I think, but for the most part, what I'm going to do is just for today, I'm gonna work on just the motor. Next part, then we'll, where it tackles suspension, wheels, tires, body, all that. There we go. Oh, maybe? Alright, let's see if we can back in here. You know how it goes. Alright, there we go. Pull the pistons. Might as well see what type of pistons we got. It's probably not a lot. It's probably only like a couple. Nope, it's full. Well, it's got a few pistons. Yeah, it's only got like a few. Might as well pull this too, because it's gonna be in my way when I put the new one in, probably. So just remove that in advance of when we put the motor back in. There we go. Get that piston out of the way. I don't see no more in there, so there's only a couple pistons in the way. Then after that, we'll just get the block and compare it. There we go. I already repaired it off screen, so I figured, is it the right block? Is it not the right block? I mean, they sure as heck look alike. If they're not the right, if it's not the right block, they sure as hell look like it. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be the. I don't know. Figure it out. Okay. Which one am I looking for? Yep, that one. Okay. Let me write that down real quick. Find the right one. Found it. It's just a little bit different. Damn it. But now I got an engine block for something. I don't have hardly any parts for it, I don't think. Water pump? Water pump? Let's put the water pump on. Let's see what the water pump shows. It's just gonna take me a minute to scroll there, and then once we get to there, all we got left to do, once everything, gets done with the motor, is once we get it all completely assembled, we'll take it and put it in the car in the next episode. So, I mean, that'll be good. So, it's gonna take us a minute, to find out all the parts and pieces that we need for this dang thing. Because it's a completely different engine. I've never worked on one of these, so. Alright, where is the water pump that I need? Don't, yep, there it is. Alright, put the water pump on. Alright, we can put that pulley on. Might as well. But at least it's starting to get kind of put back together. After having, you know, pretty much nothing. Yeah, let's see here. I don't know, it's gonna take a minute to get everything back together. It takes everything to put it back together. That's why I'm like making a list and trying to do it. Everything. It's a pain in the butt. So, we're working on it. Yep. I can add that too while I'm here. So I can add that, and then I'll add that oil filter, and then I gotta get the fuel filter, but I think I might try to get performance. Trying to debate that right now, currently. Do I want to do performance? I mean, it's still gonna cost a lot. I mean, it's not gonna break us if we do decide to go for performance. I mean, we might as well, I guess. I haven't messed with the performance yet in the game, so might as well. So I think next vehicle that we do, though, we're just gonna have to do we'll redo it with all stock and, you know, just kind of fix it up, get it on its way, you know. Okay, put the fuel filter on. There we go. Now, I have to probably get some piston rings, but we can get the pistons from here. And then we just gotta get the rings, which is okay with me. Nope, just need 6 of them. Alright. Let's see what else. I think we're gonna need an alternator at some point too. But we'll have to get, I want to get the top of the engine built, and then we'll go put it, like, you know, our timing and belts and all that thing all together. That shouldn't take us too long, though. Just have to find the piston rings, which is somewhere in here. They're there. Need 6 of those. So yeah, once we get the piston rings and all that, put them in. I mean, it'll be pretty much a complete car, but it's gonna have performance in it, because I figured, you know, it kind of looks like, you know, it needs a little bit of performance. But we'll definitely get it built. There we go. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not taking too long to get it together. The only thing we gotta do is get a performance head. Make sure we get that all put together. Put these 2 pistons in that I have, and then this will be completely complete. Like, that's 100% complete there for the pistons. I mean, we do have a 3-star head that I salvaged from a junkyard, but I don't know. We're just gonna do performance, I think. We already went the performance route for other parts. We might as well discontinue it through, you know. at least where we can. Just gotta find the head that I was looking at. So, it's gonna take me a minute. I think that was the one. I think it was. Yeah, it was. There, now we got all these freaking bolts. But that's, you know, I mean, it's not too bad. Kinda hoping that would go together okay. Which it pretty much is. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, at least on this one. But, you know. Find out which ones, okay. I gotta see if they have those. They might not, I don't know. I think they might, but I'm not 1,000% sure. Probably not. I don't see it. Dang, why don't they have it? Yeah, I don't see it. Huh. Who had it this way? Who, I say? I can't find the parts I'm looking for. Yeah, well, they never really show what I need. Well, I got the alternator now, so that's good, I guess. But they don't have, like, certain parts for this motor, which is kind of weird. There. Let's see what they have for that. Nah, we'll just go buy a couple regulars, I guess. I don't have much of a choice. Because they don't have performance parts. I don't think they do of every single motor yet. Seems like something you would do, you know. Okay. Wrong button. Alright. Now, we have the parts. Some stuff I was able to get from the same junkyard, but I figured y'all didn't want to watch me go around and look through junk piles to find stuff for the motor, so I just didn't have, well, another one of them, but that's okay. I wonder what else they got performance for this thing. Probably not a lot. I don't know. Well, I know I'm gonna need some caps. And I did it this way just to make sure that I had the same number. It's just how I do it. But I mean, it's not gonna not be the most expensive performance-wise because I couldn't change those. So I mean, it's not gonna be super high power. I think it's gonna be probably more than what was standardly made with the car, but you never know. I was hoping there's performance ones, but nope. Not to be for this motor. But I mean, it is what it is. Keeping this thing in the straight line is gonna be a pain, probably, because of how much horsepower I think it's gonna make. I mean, you still got, you know, the alternator, which is on there. You got the pump that's on there. So, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be pretty high performance. Plus, you got the spark plugs and coils that are gonna have to go on it too. So, I mean, it's gonna be pretty good. So, there we go. Just making sure you get all the caps on. Jeez, oh Pete, man, that's a lot of bolts. Okay. So yeah, there's 2 more caps. I see him now. Just gotta get over here to him. So that should be pretty good. Now we just gotta get this one in, and then basically both sides are done, and then all we got left is spark plugs and the coils. And, you know, your head covers and all that too. But I figured if we can get, you know, get all performance parts, I'm just gonna performance this thing out. I mean, I want it to go as fast as it can. That is my goal, to make this thing go as fast as it possibly can go. Just because I want to see how much horsepower this motor will even put out once it's fully, you know, upgraded. Yep. Put all the spark plugs in. I do remember this thing having coils, I do believe. Yes, this thing has coils, which is okay. Put performance coils on too. I mean, once we get all the plugs in, that's gonna be heck of a job. You know, that's basically all I would have to do is put the caps on the bottom and an oil pan. That's pretty much all I got left for the bottom side, once we get all the top side stuff built. There we go. Now we gotta get the coils. Let's see. Did I put a performance one on? I don't remember. Can't remember if I did or not, but if not, we're gonna put one on now. That's for sure. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I didn't put one of those on. Need a coil, need the first part of the header. I think it's a 2-part head. I'm pretty sure. Or muffler, how it works. It's got a lot of, yeah, it's gonna have a lot of bolts though, from what I remember. Yep. This is just the first section of it. The second section is much bigger, with less bolts, I think. Yep. Okay, well, let's see if they have one of those in Performance Shop. They probably do, I would imagine. I would imagine they did. Yeah. There we go, that's the one I need. Okay. Not that many bolts. That's a lot. Yeah, I don't know if we have one of those. Probably not, but if they do, I'm gonna put it on there. Okay, need those. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Okay. Save the game. There we go. Had to like go through my list and figure out what we were missing, which is not too bad. Well, got most of the junk parts out of my inventory now. Also, while I was doing that, I did a lot of that too. Do they have one? Probably not. Dang it, they don't have it. They don't have a performance one. Are you kidding me? They don't have a performance. Really? I mean, they don't. I guess we'll just put that in stock. I don't really want to. Might be able to get the throttle that goes on it though. I would think so anyway, but I could be wrong there too. As much as they do. We'll just see here in just a minute. Yeah, let's go to the regular shop and get scrolling. But we're not, you know, for not having all that much performance parts in it, it should still make decent horsepower, I would say. I would have to dyno it and see, but I think it's gonna make decent horsepower. I think it will, anyway. That's like, I hope it will. But I don't know. Get this thing all mounted up and see what throttle it takes. Okay, the throttle I know they probably have in performance. They'll probably have that in there, I bet. Let's see here. Just gotta scroll to it. There it is, I think. Yep. Okay. Put this on. Yeah, just find what you need and bolt it on. There. And now, besides the clutch, it's all we got left to do is put cover, cover, and cover. Like, I think there's like 3 covers that go on top. Then all the rod caps and bearing caps, and then an oil pan. That's kind of a short list. In my opinion, that is a short list. I mean, then you get the whole rest of the car suspension, which, you know, that's still gonna be a pain, but no matter what you do, anything's gonna be a pain with that. It's gonna have probably bad brakes, I assume. That should be okay, because we got that lathe. Alright, now we just gotta find the other cover. There it is. Now let's get these bolted on. There we go. Put that side on first. That's doing pretty good. Probably gonna need a coils cover or something. They might have. I don't know. It kind of looks like they got, yeah, like a cover that probably go over that, I take it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So we need cam gears. We'll repair what we can. Like, that's pretty much what we did for it, but I mean, I thought it was gonna be the block that I had, but it wasn't. It just wasn't meant to be. Cause I thought it was the engine block that was gonna be inside the car originally, but it wasn't. That's fine. Now we got a nice engine block for. Save it for another day, I guess. There we go. That's what I need. Need 2 of those. put these on. There we go. Oh, there is a fuel rail for there, ain't there? I think I see a fuel rail in between there. I didn't check the performance shop for it beforehand because I didn't think about it. But you never know. Shouldn't be that hard to get it all repaired and do what we have to do. But, you know, we'll have to get suspension built and then, you know, be good to go pretty much after that. But we're doing pretty okay so far right now. You know, the suspension's always a pain in the butt on any vehicle you work on. So, let's see. Once we find these belts, get pretty much everything together, and I'll get the fuel rail in. And then after that, I mean, it's pretty much built. Like, it's, you know, pretty much done. Get the belts on, get the fan, all the caps, the fuel rail. I think there's a fuel rail on this one, I can't remember. But we'll see. No, wrong one. Alright, let's make sure that we don't miss it. Let's see if we can find it. Is it a serpentine? I think I have that. I think. If not, let's go buy one. While I'm thinking about it, let's go buy one. But it shouldn't take that long, really, to find all the parts I need. It's just... There it is. I found it. Alright, there we go. I think I have one of those. Yep. Because last customer car I built, I bought a whole bunch and ended up using them all. But, you know, shouldn't take too much longer here. Once we get all the covers on, fan, make sure there ain't a fuel rail on this one, because I can't remember if there is or not. There might be, I don't remember. But we gotta get all the timing covers anyway, so I'll make sure before I put it in the car that it has everything. Alright, put that cover on. Yep, there's a coils cover. Which is okay, we'll get that here in just a second. Make sure we get this cover on. There we go. Put one of those on. That looks pretty good. Now we gotta get the coils cover. So once we get the coils cover on, so once we get that on, then we're good. And then just make sure there ain't no. I made sure there isn't a fuel rail, but I didn't see one. But before I put it in the car, I'll, you know, double check everything. But it's okay. Shouldn't take us too long. It's just the longest time is just scrolling through all your parts, list and whatnot. That's what takes the longest time right there. Nope. All right, keep it going. Coils cover. There it is. There we go. put that cover on. Yeah, I mean, it's basically together now. And the only thing that I could think to do is flip it over, maybe put the caps on, and then put the oil pan on. Could do that. We could. Man, we got most of the parts done and all that. Double checking our list. Crossing off everything that we've pretty much already done to it. Shouldn't take us like too much longer, I wouldn't imagine. Getting everything put back together. The only thing like I could see that we got left is clutch and all, basically the whole clutch and flywheel and all that. We'll get that when we put it back in the car. So I'm not really worried about that right now. The main thing is I'm trying to get the main motor built so that I can put it in the car. But only after, well, we'll put it in, we'll set it in there, and then we'll, we'll leave it in there while we work on the suspension, because it's not gonna take too long, and we could race it up. It's not that heavy. It's not super heavy. Alright. See here. Nope, no parts. Yep. We gotta get one of those. Which is kind of convenient because we're pretty close to it. Oop, too far. Yep. Need one of those. Find out which one I needed. Alright, there we go. Yep. I do believe I have all the belts too, though. Because I put the belt on. And then I got the second one, I know that for a fact. And then once I get the belt on, it's probably just going to be, throw a belt tensioner on it. And then after that's all completed, then we'll have to put a fan on. Probably, of course. But of course, okay. Yeah, we'll get it. It's not taking, it didn't actually, doesn't feel like it took that long. I just felt like the most part was trying to figure out what parts I need for the motor. That's about the most it ever took. It was just trying to get everything for the specific motor, because it's a little bit different than what I'm used to working on. So I figured, you know what, let's just do it this way and let's see what we can, get done on it. But we're gonna be doing okay. Make sure we get the right radiator fan. Which it appears that we got the right radiator fan. Man, it looks good, all performance out. Alright, so we're gonna have to maybe, we're gonna have to turn it left or right, doesn't matter to me. Alright. Go to part assembly. So I'll have to get 5 of those and 6 of the rod caps. So we need 5 bearing caps. Let's see. Yep. Alright, now we can put it back together with all the caps. But other than that, be pretty much together. Just, I think this is pretty good for a good part, you know. We got the motor rebuilt in the first part, which will be this part now, and then, you know, next part all we got left to do is the whole rest of the whole car. That's always gonna be a, you know, that's gonna be a pain in itself, but you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And let's see. Alright. So it does look like we got almost everything. We just gotta put the caps on. Man, that's pretty much it. Yeah, they're actually going on there pretty quick. Caps are, so as long as we get all the caps done, you know, I'll be happy with it. So it doesn't appear to be, you know, taking too long to get it, you know, where I want to get it completion wise today. And then it's just like cross off on that list. Okay, we'll cross this off, we'll cross that off, you know. Alright, there we go. Part mode. There we go. Finish putting this together. I'm just going to say that I think having this motor all the way, you know, completed is going to be a good idea, because then all it is drop it in the car and, you know, I'm not really worried about how much money I kind of spend on it. I mean, it's going to be what it is. But we might as well, we're going to spend a lot of money to make the paint look good. I know that. I have a color in mind, I think, for this vehicle that I want to do. Or at least we're going to try to match it. It's just going to be take a bit of time to get to it, but you know, it doesn't seem like it's going to take forever, but it kind of is, but it's not at the same time. But, you know, what can you do? Put this last cap on, then I'll probably have to go buy an oil pan, because I don't think I have an oil pan. Okay, so once we get this oil pan on, that'll pretty much be it for this. We'll see here. Just gotta scroll down to where it is. That's always a pain. But there we go, we got the oil pan. Gotta get this oil pan on. Alright. I'd like to thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.